Hey everybody, and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review here on my channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new 2025 Grogu with Hover Pram. This is set number 75403 and it comes with 1,048 pieces and is recommended for ages 10 and up. And we're going to start with the minifigure that's included in this set, and to no one's surprise, it's Grogu. This is the same version of Grogu we've been getting since the minifigure's release, and I do think that overall the minifigure does get the job done and he looks rather cute. Grogu also comes with a very simple brick-built hover pram, and for the size and scale of the pram I do think it looks okay, but personally I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of a rounded design. It looks a little too blocky to me. If you look at the hover pram that came in the UCS Razor Crest or the Advent Calendar a couple years ago, I like that design of the hover pram a little bit more for Grogu, but I think that LEGO had to go with this blocky design so they could have that clear stud be able to attach to the bottom. And like I said, it does get the job done, but if you look at the hover pram from the back here, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. It just looks weird. And I'd be very curious to know your thoughts on the hover pram build in the comments below. This set also includes a printed UCS style plaque, and there's also a little stud to the side that you can attach Grogu and the hover pram to. And overall, I think this is a really nice inclusion and looks good for display purposes. With all that out of the way, we're ready to talk about the build for this set, which is Grogu and his hover pram. And I think this is a really cute and adorable build that comes with a pretty good variety of accessories for Grogu. We're going to talk about the accessories first, starting with this really cute little blue frog. And this frog has a really fun and simple design. There is a sticker on the back there for some detail. And the frog also comes with some articulation in all of the extremities. As you can see, the legs can be moved around. And while this is a relatively simple build with a nice printed eyepiece, I do think it is a nice inclusion to the set. And here you can see me show off some of the articulation in the upper arms as well. And like I said, this is just a really fun and cute little build for Grogu. Another accessory that Grogu comes with are these really tiny little blue snacks. And while they are a rather simplistic build, I do think that they are a nice inclusion. Grogu also comes with his tiny metal sphere as an accessory as well, and again this is only made up of a couple pieces, but I suppose it does get the job done for what it's trying to be. And of course Grogu is able to hold these accessories in both of his hands, which again I think is really fun, and I think he looks absolutely adorable. And I do like how there's a good variety of accessories for Grogu for customization and display purposes. This Grogu is smaller than the 2020 version, but believe it or not, he actually comes with a little bit more articulation. There is a ball joint in the neck of Grogu, so you're able to rotate his head side to side. And his little tiny green ears also have some articulation as well. They can be pointed downward. But unfortunately, the ears cannot be raised up any higher than what you see here, which I do find to be a little bit of a disappointment. I would have liked to have seen his ears go just a little bit higher. As we take Grogu and spin him around to the back here, you can see that there's two wheels on his back. The purpose of these wheels is you can move your fingers along them and it causes Grogu's arms to articulate and raise up and down. And I think this is just a really cool and fun play feature for kids, as well as adults, for the appreciation of ingenuity that went into this build. Here's a front perspective of Grogu and me moving his arms up and down. And again, I think this is just such a cool little play feature and it's integrated very well into the set. Next up, we're going to talk about the hover pram that is included, which I do like the design of. There is a sticker here on the front, but overall I think LEGO did a really good job capturing the shape and design of the pram in brick-built form. As I take the pram and spin it to the side here, you can see there's a little bit of yellow detail, as well as two stickers found on the side here, which of course I would have liked to have seen be prints, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world as they're relatively easy to place. And I suppose my biggest issue with this build is the back of the pram. As we spin it around to the back here, you can see that there is a really big gap running right down the middle here. I'm not real sure what LEGO could have done to fix this, but I do find it to be looking a little tacky. But if you have this set displayed against a wall, nobody's really going to see this anyway. But I do suppose it is worth mentioning. Also, the build process for the pram I did find to be rather fun. When you build the sections, they fit together very nicely and just overall was a really nice experience. And you can also see some more of that yellow sticker detail found on the other side of the pram here. The inside of the pram is rather simplistic in design, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing as you're going to have Grogu inside of the pram most of the time, but you can see that it is tiled off rather nicely with lots of brown. Putting Grogu inside of the pram is rather simple. As we take him and look at the bottom here, you can see LEGO did include little toes for the guy, but if you take Grogu and place him inside the pram, the two brown ingot pieces that are found in the middle will help hold him in place. And he does fit inside the pram nicely, and he is rather sturdy once inside. On the bottom of the pram, you're going to find a very simple but effective black base, which gives the build some nice stability that it would otherwise be lacking. And lastly, here's a final look of Grogu inside the pram while holding his accessories. The Grogu with hover pram set retails for $100. And if you want my opinion, I actually do think it is worth that price. You get a very cute and fun build that again, I think kids and adults will enjoy. And if you want to purchase this set for yourself and support the channel, there is an affiliate link down in the description below. But I do want to thank you so much for watching my review, and be sure to like the video and subscribe for more LEGO reviews in the future.